Hello everybody, welcome back to another Piped Paul vid. Real quick, before we get into the actual video, I just want to explain really quickly why I've been gone and why there hasn't been like any uploads recently. So basically, I'm going to be super real with you guys. You know, I have a life outside of Ghost of Tabor. I have a life outside of VR. Even though it's hard to upload videos and stuff like that, I still, you know, have a life outside of VR, you know what I mean? I have school, I have work, I have stuff to balance in between. So that's why my uploads are, you know, not really happening anymore. I'm pretty much done with YouTube, unfortunately, but I'm gonna still be uploading when I can, which is now. That's what, you know, that's what I have to say. Yeah, we're gonna get into the actual video now, so I will see you in a second. So guys, this is my solo guide to MISSLE silo in Ghost of Tabor. I'm going to be showing you this on my own. There's not going to be anybody else helping me out with this other than just myself. So real quick, the kit that I'm going to be running is this kit here. It is the Origin 12 shotgun with all three of the mags, which you can only have up to 3. This is a part of the Rev 9. Oh, can it give me the fucking gun? This is a part of the Rev 9, where's the other mag? Let me just quickly buy the magazine. And yeah, guys, I'm basically just going to be going over, you know, anything that I can think of when it comes to MISSLE silo. I have 500 plus hours on Ghost of Tabor. And most of them are on Silo, because Silo's probably my favorite map in the entirety of the game. And yes, guys, I will be doing this in PvE, because it gives me a chance to actually show you the map and not get absolutely bumfucked by a kitted play. So guys, this is the first spawn right here. So this spawn here, which is, you know, you walk out here, and then there's the entrance to the garage, and then there's stairs over there that gets you to the silo, and then, yeah, to the silo. So, this is one of the player spawns right here. This player spawn is mid, I will say, because the reason why I say that is there is a place here where other players spawn. They'll spawn down there, like down in that area, and they'll come up that ladder, and they'll immediately rush up the stairs this way. If you are not quick with getting your ass out of here and going that way, you'll get fucked by that kitted player, or that player that comes through this way. Once you spawn here, you'll get one locker with shit, as you can see. And there is usually a big crate there, and then there's that small crate here with some extra loot. And then you come out into garage, which there is a couple other spawns and locations I'm going to show you now. So first, a scav usually like spawns in that hallway, and will walk out towards this area right here and just stand there. And just, if he catches you, well, shoot him in the fucking face. There's also, you know, that crate spawn, that crate spawn. Then, if you walk towards this area, obviously there's that Phoenix area. And then there's a player spawn right in here. Right in this area right here. He'll spawn in right here, in this exact spot. And there's never really a crate there. It kind of just depends. There's usually always an ammo crate sitting there. And then you'll get access to 2 lockers here, which usually don't have much in them. And then you walk out here, and then players will come from that area. And players will also come up from that ladder area. And usually what you want to do is just rush straight into this room here, which is where you'll have access to a bunch of lockers. And I'm pretty much sure that Kurtek is up here, because there is literally no scavs. Now, one thing I will say about this room, guys, is that there is so many possibilities and places that people can hide and peek. First off being, when you're walking through here, there's players can peek right in that exact area, or they can just stay behind there. Now, once you've gone here, make sure you're clearing this side first, and then when you walk in, you look there, and then you clear behind this door, because this is another place that people hide and like to hide out a lot. People will also jump up on here in this corner, and if you're walking through this specific area, you can get fucked by somebody just camping right there. Another really overpowered place in this game that I've been using for I don't even know how long, and I cannot believe I'm exposing this spot. I mean, you can kind of find out where it is in other videos, but right in this corner right here, this corner, if you're sitting right in this corner and you're crouched down, it is almost impossible to see you when people walk by without flashlight or not. You're essentially invisible when you're crouching down right here, because it's so dark in here that you're just not even there. There's also a loot spawn here, and there's also a Kurtek collection figure here that spawns. You can get them in pristine or dirty. If you get them pristine, I believe they're worth like 120k, something like that. I've sold quite a few of them, but I still, for some reason, can't keep track of how much they cost. Now, when you walk through here, this is another spot that people like to camp. People will camp up in this corner, people will camp right in this corner here, and some people camp here too. But if you've got your squad mate here, and you're right there, and somebody walks through here, they will look here, and then somebody else can just beam them in the head from up there. It is pretty much impossible to survive that unless you're probably full collector, which I've still seen people who are collector get absolutely bum-fucked walking in that door. Scavs, who spawn at the end of there. And yeah, now here is where, this is where Kurtek spawns, guys. So Kurtek spawns in there, and there's 2 spawns. Now what you want to do to check is very sneakily go and peek. Once he's not here, which he'll spawn here with like 5 or 6 guards, something like that. You'll have 2 lockers here, which usually don't have much good in them. You'll have these crates here. Now, once you go up these stairs here, you'll also have, sometimes these crates spawn, like in this specific area, but usually they don't. And then usually you'll have crates that spawn here, and sometimes they actually have really good stuff. And I'm going to show you guys the purple spawns as well, but just something to note is that purples can literally spawn anywhere. They can spawn in any crate. I'm just going to show you the static spawns of where they usually just spawn on their own, and we'll get into that in a second. There is also an exfil through here. This exfil is extremely rare to get, though. I don't even remember the last time I've got this exfil, but it's right here. Yeah. There's also a bug, guys, with Kurtek, that he will just stand like this, and you can be behind him and just, like, shoot him in the head a couple times, but that does not go for his guards. Some guards have that problem, too. But most of the time, like, his guards will just look at you and just start beaming you. So you gotta be very careful about that. There's usually 2 Fenix that spawn in here. I'm not sure where the other one went, but yeah. There's quite a few crates in here. There's also, you know, what do they call it? Like med bin spawns all over the place here. They're literally in almost every room in Silo. It's great to have them, due to the fact most of them actually end up spawning with NRSs, which I know that used to be a rare thing, but now it's not anymore. There's also a couple of lockers in here. Sometimes they actually end up having good stuff in them. Most of the time, though, they don't. Like, as you can see here, you know, we got this fucking shitty-ass double-barrel shotgun. There's also a spawn in here. I'll show you guys here in a second. So, there's these 2 lockers here. They usually don't spawn with anything good as well. There's this med bin here with epinephrine, okay. And then sometimes you'll have loot spawning on this here. And then when you go over here, so Uric Skull can spawn right here, guys, and that will allow you to open up House of Scott, which is located in Matka Meist, or Matka Miest, whatever you want to call it. I don't give a shit. And then there's a flare spawn that will spawn right in this, and there's usually a crate that spawns there as well. There's also the Narrows exfil, which you go through that hole, and then it's over there. Now, there's this tunnel system here that's located on the other side of the hall when you walk through the red room over there, and there's the silo. Once you come through this tunnel system here, the purple vault will be located right here. Be careful, because anytime somebody's hitting a purple, there's always players camping somewhere around here waiting for you to come out with loot so that they can beam you. This right here is one of the best places for loot in the entirety of Missile Silo, because it offers multiple desks and cabinets, and there's also a static purple inside of there. Okay guys, and the static purple spawn spawns right over here, and it looks like we have got it. So this purple spawn right here, it'll spawn right in this exact location, obviously, where I found it. And yeah, this is a really good spot, because we just got a fucking purple, and we're gonna slam that bitch, and I'll show you exactly how the vault layout goes. So obviously here's the door, we're gonna do a flip. Okay, we caught it. Players will wait here, and they'll have nades ready, and they'll try and chuck them at you. Now, one of the best things I can tell you is that if you find a nade in here, you walk here, you take a very small peek. If you don't see anybody there, that means they're probably hiding, or they might just not fucking be there, but you're always going to want to chuck a nade down that hall and make sure that's clear. Then you want to clear your way out. Do not rush. You have got to be slow, and you've got to clear it efficiently. Now, once you're in the vault, you have these two crates that spawn here, this crate here, a med crate, this crate, a locker here, another med bin. You have this crate here, an ammo crate, a PC, which usually doesn't have like anything good in it. You have this crate here, another like armor crate, this crate here, and then you have two lockers there. So I've never gotten anything too good out of this other than like spears, poker chips, AP. We'll see though. Another med bin here. We got Vigor X, which guys, I'm telling you right now, this stuff right here is extremely good, and if you find it, keep it, because if you're carrying a lot of loot out, this helps boost your carry weight, and it helps you get out with the loot. So once you're out here, there's going to be players that could camp from right there, and they could hide so you wouldn't even see them. There's also, if you ever feel like doing this, I don't really recommend it, but you can camp right in this corner here. People will just walk right past you. But I've had players literally just jump back and then get me. Like, I don't even know. It's crazy, but I guess that's what you get for camping, right? I won't be going over all the flare spawns in this video, but that static one in Narrows is like the main one that everybody uses. The other one's kind of just like, who gives a shit? Now, this is the like second elevator area. Instead of pushing it like that, just literally grab it and fling it like that. Like, grab this and then like don't click your grip until it's like over there. So like that, and then you can get it open way quicker without having to like squeak it for like an entire minute trying to open it. Now once you enter here, if you go up to the top here, which is where like the medic area is, I don't really know what to call it, level 3, there is a key card and flare spawn up here. There's a small crate. This is also a player spawn as well. And there's a locker here. I've actually found a lot of good stuff in these lockers, but there's a locker here. There's one right there. There's one there, one there. There's one here. 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 There's 3 there. And then a flare can spawn on one of these toilet rims, as well as a key card can also spawn on one of these toilet rims. Or actually, I don't think a flare can spawn there. A flare can spawn in one of these lockers here. I'm not sure which one, but I know it can, so look out for all of these. Silo was the second map, I believe, that ever came out in this game. So, yeah, it's a great map. I love it a lot. And I hope you guys can share that love for the map as well. Now, there's this here. There's a couple other spawns I'm just going to go through real quick. I'm going to leave that stuff there. Crates can spawn there. Well, a player tag thing where you can hold all the tags and stuff can spawn there. A crate can spawn over here, I believe, as well. There used to be a med bin that spawns there. I don't know why it's not there anymore. there's another player spawn over here. Players can spawn right back here in the railroad area, and then if you do end up spawning here, I would never ever run straight up there because of the fact that there's 2 scabs that camp that, and you'll die very quick if you're naked. So what I would do is immediately go over in here. A flare can also spawn somewhere near here as well, I believe. A flare can spawn in here or something like that. And there will be 2 guns for you to choose from. Sometimes there's not, but take whatever you can get and then defeat the scabs once you get up there. Players can also camp behind these railroad areas, so be very careful about that. This is the last area here, which is like the containers area. There's a crate spawn here. There's also a crate spawn behind these boxes right here, which will usually appear right there. I don't know why it's not there. There used to be a crypto wallet spawn here, but now there's a crate spawn. You also got to be careful, guys, because that scab will patrol in the middle of there and then walk out to here and rush you if they see you. The players can also hide behind here, and they will kill you. Now over here, there's usually a crate spawn as well over here, but I'm not sure why there isn't. And then players can hide. If you crouch right here, then you can wait for someone to exfil and you can get them. But I don't recommend it because if I or another kitted player would get you, your ass would be grabbed. Now, guys, we're gonna go back to my bunker and show you what we got from this entire raid. And yeah, so this is what we got, guys. Basically, I will show you here these 2 tier 6s. Which is what we got from raid. I threw out my tier 3. Got the FAL. We have my Origin 12, which I already had. We got the Kurtek action figure. We did get that purple, so we got the alpha. We got the quads, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we got from Silo. But I'm gonna go put this gear away, and I'm gonna give you guys my little outro. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching through this entire video. I know it was long. I know it was boring. But if you're new to Tabor and you needed to learn about the MISSLE Silo guide, then I am your guy. So, yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you don't like my channel, get the fuck. And yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much all I got. And I'll probably see you in a few months because I never fucking upload. But anyways, thank you guys. I will see you in the next upload. Peace.